friends, welcome to the maths lecture. So friends, we have discussed about units of measurement like kilogram, hectogram, decagram, gram, decigram, centigram, milligram, that we have discussed how to convert it from bigger unit to a smaller unit and from a smaller unit to bigger unit, that we have already seen in our previous lecture. Now I am taking some examples. So first example is that 1,23,456 gram to kg. You have to convert it. Fine. So first rule is that whenever you are going to solve any conversion sum of units of measurement, first of all you will make a rough chart of units like kilo, hecto, deca, then gram, meter, whatever is there, then here deci, then centi, then milli. So you will make that rough diagram. Fine. After making the rough diagram, what you have to do? You know that kilo to hecto, hecto to deca, deca to gram, gram to deci, deci to centi, and centi to milli. This is the conversion from bigger unit to a smaller unit. Bigger unit to smaller unit. So when you go from bigger unit to a smaller unit, you have to simply multiply. When you go from bigger unit to a smaller unit, you have to multiply. Fine. Now the next thing is that when you go from a smaller unit to bigger unit, this is smaller unit to bigger unit, you have to divide. So whenever you are going to solve the sum, every time you will make this rough diagram. This arrow will be in rightward direction and this arrow will be in leftward direction. Leftward direction arrow shows that you have to do division and rightward arrow shows that you have to do multiplication. Fine. Now come here. 1,23,456 gram to kg means from smaller unit to bigger unit. Smaller unit to bigger unit. So first of all you have to think that this is division. This is division. Second thing is that from gram to kilogram, how many jumps are there? Gram to kilogram, 1, 2, 3. Total 3 jumps are there, means you have to divide it by 1000. Fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by 1000 kg it will be. Fine. 3 jumps means 1000, 2 jumps 100, 1 jump 10 means you have to 1 jump 10, 2 jumps multiplication of 10, 2 times 10 means 10 into 10, not 2 times 10, 10 into 10, and then 3 jumps means 10 into 10 into 10, that is 1000. 4 jumps means 10 into 10 into 10 into 10, that is 10,000. Like that you have to proceed. Now see here. Here 3 zeros are there. So you have to start from your right hand side and count 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. After that you will put decimal. So answer will be 123.456 kg. Fine. Now second question here. 150 milligram to decagram. Same thing. First of all you will make rough chart. Then you will check that it is conversion from bigger unit to smaller unit or a smaller unit to bigger unit. Here this is a smaller unit to bigger unit. So we will apply division rule. Smaller unit to bigger unit, milligram to decagram. How many jumps are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps are there, means 150 will be divided by 10,000. Fine. 150 will be divided by 10,000. Now see, here 4 zeros are there. So you have to count 4 numbers from your right hand side. So right hand side, 1 number, 2 number, 3 number. Only 3 numbers are there. So what should we do? We can write 150 as 0150. There is no change. Fine. So we will make 10 here and then write 0.0150. You can write it 0.0150. Both answers are correct. You can write it as 0.015 also. This is also correct because after decimal, after the ending of all numbers, if 0 comes, then you can skip it. Why we are skipping? Just see. We can cancel here 102 is 10. So it will be 15 upon 1000. Now 15 can be written as 015. So we can write 015. Answer is 0.015. There is no change. Fine. The next sum is arrange the measurements in ascending order. You know that ascending order means from smaller to bigger. Fine. Now you can see that here all units are different. First one is decaliter, second one is deciliter, third one is centiliter, fourth one is hectoliter. So what should you do? So first of all, you will convert all these units in 1 unit. So it will be better if you convert all the units into smaller unit. So here which one is the smallest? Smallest is centiliter. So we will convert all in centiliter. So 2 decaliter to centiliter. If we convert 2 decaliter to centiliter to centiliter, how many jumps? 1, 2, 3. From bigger unit to a smaller unit, you have to multiply. Now, decaliter to centiliter, 3 jumps are there. So, 2 will be multiplied by 1000. This is deciliter. Now, centiliter. Now come to 100 deciliter. 100 deciliter, deciliter to centiliter, 1 jump. And from bigger to smaller, so multiply. 100 multiply by 10 centiliter. Now next one, 126 centiliter we will keep as it is. There is no need to do any change. Now come to hectoliter. So hectoliter to centiliter, how many jumps? 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps are there. Means 15 will be multiplied by 10,000. 4 jumps, 4 zeros. Fine. Now just check what is the output. This is 2000 centiliter. This is 1000 centiliter. This is 126 and this one is 1,50,000 centiliter. Now you can see that which one is the smallest here. Smallest one is 126. So we will write 126 centiliter. After that, which one should come? This 100 centiliter. 100 centiliter means, 1000 centiliter. 1000 centiliter means 100 deciliter. So 100 deciliter. Now the third one is, which one? 2000 centiliter means 2 decaliter. 2 decaliter. And the last one will be 15 hectoliter. So by this way you can arrange the given units, given number with units in ascending or descending order. Ascending order from bigger to smaller, descending order from smaller to bigger. Just you have to keep in mind whenever you are going to solve the conversion sum. First of all, make the rough chart of start from kilo and end at milli. Fine. So these you have to make. Then you have to check that if it is from bigger unit to a smaller unit, you have to multiply. If a smaller unit to bigger unit, you have to divide. Now check that how many jumps are there. 1 jump means 10, 2 jumps means 100, 3 jumps means 1000, 4 jumps means 10,000, 5 jumps means 1 lakh, 6 jumps means 10 lakhs. So if from bigger unit to a smaller unit, 1 jump is there, multiply by 10. From smaller unit to bigger unit, 1 jump is there, means divided by 10. By this way you can find out. And if you have to find ascending order or descending order, first of all you will convert all units, all different units in one same unit. That it will be better if you convert all the bigger units into smaller units. Which one is the smallest? Convert all these in that smallest unit and then arrange it in ascending or descending order. The next question is, the capacity of a milk can is 5.53 liter. If this milk is used to fill 2 big jugs, each of capacity 1 liter 120 milliliter, and a small glass of capacity 0.41 liter, how much milk is left in the can? So first of all we have to find that total quantity of milk. So answer is total quantity of milk, that is 5.53 liter. Fine. Now milk in 2 big jugs. How much milk in 2 big jugs? 1 liter 120 milliliter, that can be written as 1.12 liter. Multiply by 2. So this is 2.24 liter. Fine. Milk in glass 0.41 liter. So milk in jugs plus glass is equal to 2.24 plus 0.41. So you can find it 2.24 0.41, that is 2.65 liter. So milk left is equal to 5.53 minus 2.65. So here 13 minus 5 8, here 14 minus 6 8, here 4 minus 2 2. 2.88 liter. So by this way you can solve the sums. If more than 2 units are there, first of all convert into same unit and then solve the sum. I hope you all understood and enjoyed. Thank you so much.